Hi, Goshen Middle School 8th graders. This is Mr. Bechtel, Assistant Principal at Goshen High School. I oversee the freshman class, and we are really excited to have you join us at Goshen High School next year. Along with me today is Mr. Post. He's one of our counselors, and we want to talk about a couple important dates and some things that will happen this summer, but also specifically to really encourage you to sign up for some summer school options that we have. So I'm going to talk real briefly, and then Mr. Post will talk about how to sign up and those kind of things. So first off, we will have an orientation on August 6th, and that is a day where you will be able to come into the high school, get a copy of your schedule, and meet your SRT teacher. SRT teacher is much like your MTSS period, an advisory period. You'll meet that teacher, and you'll be able to go around to all your classes in a shortened schedule that day, and really get a lot of information about Goshen High School. And you get to do that in a day where no one else is here, no other students, so it'll be a nice quiet environment, and hopefully get you off to a good start before you start school on the following Monday then on August 9th. Please keep checking your email this summer. You'll get reminders about that date. So really check your email this summer for that. There'll also be laptop distribution dates where you can stop in and pick up your laptop. Those dates are not set yet. Again, please check your email all summer long and you'll get information on that. Your parents will also get information on that. There's an informational video that we put on the Goshen High School website that gives you lots of information about Goshen High School. If you have not watched that, please spend some time watching that. It's about 23 minutes long. There's a Spanish version and an English version. The website where it's located at is right here on your screen. So your teacher has access to this video and can take you back to this as well. Lastly, for me, I just want to really encourage you. We want you to be able to take as many elective classes as you can at Goshen High School, where you can really get into some things that you're passionate about, whether that be the arts, whether that be sports things, whether that be manufacturing, business, those kinds of elective areas. We really want you to be able to get involved in those at Goshen High School. And so it's going to be important that maybe you take a summer class this summer and get one of your required courses out of the way. So we are offering health and PE this summer. And freshmen have to take those. So if you would really consider taking one of those and getting those off your schedule to allow for more elective areas, that would be awesome. Mr. Post is going to be talking to you right now about the offerings that we have and how to get enrolled in those programs.
Thanks, Mr. Bechtel. So we're going to go through and explain the process if you are interested in doing a summer course. First of all, as Mr. Bechtel said, the two options that are available to freshmen, you can take PE, and that'll be a course that's offered at Goshen High School here over the summer. And we're going to go over dates and things like that in a minute. The other thing you can do is health. And health is one that is completed on Apex, and that can be done either at Merit Learning Center or Goshen High School. They both do the same course, and we're going to talk about the difference between the two and why you might pick one over the other. If you're doing health or PE, daily attendance is expected. So you need to be there each day of summer school. So you need to make sure those dates work for you. And just to make sure you understand, there's been lots of virtual options this year, whether it be ROA or other things. But unfortunately, there will not be any virtual options available for summer school. Everything will be in person. Even if you're working on a computer, maybe in an online platform, you're still going to be expected to be in that building each day. So the ways to sign up, the first thing you need to do is make sure you know what the dates are for summer school and figure out what session will work best for you. So that's a conversation you need to have with your parents. Make sure your schedules are clear during those summer school dates and that it'll work out for you. Once you know the dates will work and you think it's a good option for you, you'll complete an online form where you'll basically decide which courses you want to take and provide us with some contact information so we can contact you back and get everything set up. And then if you're taking PE, that is the only summer school option that has a payment requirement. There's a $25 fee for PE because they do some extra activities that are kind of fun. In the past, they've done maybe horseback riding or gone to a baseball game or different things like that. I'm not sure what they have in store this summer, but that fee will go to pay for some of those things. So the session options, that's one of the things that you're gonna have to think about for PE, for summer school. So there are 3 different options for summer school attendance. There's a morning session at Goshen High School, which goes from 8 to 12. There's also a morning session at Merritt that goes 8 to 12, and then there's an afternoon session at Merritt that goes from 12:30 to 4:30. So the morning session at GHS that's the only one that offers PE. So if you're planning to take PE, that's the one you would have to do. If you're planning to do health on Apex, you could do any of these three options. But one thing to note is that there is only bus transportation to the morning session at Goshen High School. So if you need transportation to get to summer school, you'll have to do that morning session here at the high school. If you can provide your own transportation, then you can pretty much pick which one works best for you, and you'll have options to pick that on the online form. So probably the most important part, deciding whether summer school is going to be a good fit for you, is making sure that the dates for summer school are open for you and your family. So the dates in yellow on this calendar are the days that summer school will meet. It's 4 days each week. You'll notice that the first week does not start on Monday because that's Memorial Day. And the first week is the only week that will meet on Friday. The rest of the weeks, it's Monday through Thursday. And then obviously you would attend during that session time that works best for you. So we know a lot of families have vacations planned and things like that, maybe going to a summer camp. It's really important that the dates are clear. It's possible that with an online class like health that you might be able to finish a little early. So if you have questions about that, it's probably best if you contact your counselor, and we'll help you look and see if summer school is still a possibility. Just so you can see, this is what the online enrollment form looks like. You may not be able to see the whole website, but we have an informational sheet that you're going to get that has the link to the online enrollment form. So just go to that, follow that link, and complete all the questions, and that'll get you signed up. And then if we have any questions for you or anything like that, your high school counselor will probably contact you back. We may work through your middle school counselor if we have some questions as well. Again, if you are planning to take PE, that is the only course that has any payment. If you're taking health, there's no cost to that. But if you are taking PE, there's a $25 payment that needs to be made. You can make that to the middle school athletic secretary, Mrs. Worthman, or if for some reason it's more convenient, you can also pay that here at Goshen High School to the Goshen High School bookkeeper, Mrs. Dorn. So if you fill out the form and you have some questions, you can contact your middle school counselor, or you can probably, what's best is if you contact your high school counselor, and we're going to give you all that contact information at the end. And if your high school counselor has questions after they look at what you've selected on the form, again, we'll reach out to you. We may talk to your middle school counselor to help facilitate the conversation or whatever, but you'll basically work through one of those two counselors to get questions answered and things like that about summer school. And then we don't have all the details about transportation yet. Once we have more information as we get closer to summer school starting, we'll release that information to those students that have identified that, yes, they would need transportation to attend. So the last thing is contact information. You may or may not remember who your counselor is from the high school. So you can see that after each counselor, it lists the letters for last names that we cover. So feel free to contact us if you have any questions. We'll be the ones that will help you figure out what class is going to be best for you. Most of you already have health in your schedule. So if you sign up for health, you may also want to talk about what you can take since you have a spot open up in your schedule now. So again, that's a conversation you can have with your high school counselor. Middle school teachers, if you want to pause the video at this point so students can copy down the email address for their counselor or anyone else they might need from this page, that would be great. And obviously, if you have questions about summer school, probably the best contact person is your high school counselor. But you can also talk to the middle school counselors if you have questions, and they can reach out to us as well. So hopefully summer school might be an option for you. And we look forward to seeing you, and we look forward to working with you next year when you come to Goshen High School as freshmen. Thanks.
I would just like to add one thing real quick. Students, if you are planning on being in a lot of arts, music, fine arts of any kind, those elective areas get really difficult and to schedule. So the more room you have in your schedule, the better that would be. So if you can at all sign up for health this summer and get that out of the way, that would really, really help. We are not offering as many sections of health this next year. So if you don't get it in as a freshman, we will have to find a way to schedule it in over the course of your high school career in another year. So just really consider getting that health out of the way. Have a great day. We look forward to seeing you guys in the fall.